Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown, week 199. I'm going solo this week, but we're still starting with the indie news. We've got a lot of news. We got a couple results. We got a couple upcoming shows, so let's get right into it. Starting results with CZW's Prelude to Violence. That was this past Saturday. We had the following matches. We had the Rascals defeat the Private Party. We had Jason K defeat Brandon Kirk. Kit Osborne defeated Mitch Vallon. Desmond Xavier defeated Rich Swann. That actually became a number one contenders match. So now Desmond Xavier will get a CZW World Championship match somewhere down the line. In Asbury Park against MJF on June 29th. That'll be after Tournament of Death. That's going to be their next show. So we also had Josh Briggs defeat Casey Navarro. We had Mance Warner, one of Kevin Hawk's favorite wrestlers. He pinned Dan O'Hare to win the DLC match. Zachary Wentz pinned. I don't know who he pinned. He might have pinned Alex Reynolds, but he beat Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Wheeler Yuta to become the new CZW Wire champion. And then that was the main event. All right. We're off to a roaring start here. We also have results from ROH Television. Kelly Klein defeating Madison Rayne. Jay Lethal announced that next week his first stepping stone towards his top spot in ROH will be Punishment Martinez. He cut a little promo on Punishment. Punishment had a little video later on. It wasn't really any words to Jay Lethal, but more like an ominous warning, which is mostly what Punishment Martinez is. We had the Machine Guns cutting a very strange promo. Not sure if they were teasing a breakup or anything like that, but they were trying to get fan response and whatnot. They were interrupted. They were having kind of a bro moment, interrupted by the Dogs. Impromptu match. Machine Guns end up picking up the win. Then we had we're coming up on a new top prospect tournament. And there were a couple of top prospects potentially for ROH. We had Facade versus Eli Isom. Fantastic match, but was ruined by Bully Ray. He came out, beat them both down, said, as enforcer, I'm firing both of you. And then Joe Koff comes out and says... Joe Koff didn't come out first. Then it was Cheeseburger. The crowd immediately chanting for Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger comes out, stands up to Bully Ray, says, you know what? I used to respect you. I used to appreciate everything you did. Now I think you're a piece of shit. Straight up called him a piece of shit. Then he got beat down by Bully Ray. Then it was Joe Koff who came out and said, okay, so you want to come out and as enforcer, you want to fire people? Well, guess what? As enforcer, you're done. And then Bully Ray said, well, if I'm done as enforcer, then I am now unretired. He put on his WWE Hall of Fame ring, flipped off the crowd, and that was the end of that segment. So now we get where we're going with the upcoming Cheeseburger versus Bully Ray. I think, as much as I dislike the fact that Bully is now all of a sudden back into a storyline, I like the fact that this is going to be good for Cheeseburger. This could be potentially Cheeseburger's first big win in ROH. So it's a great thing for Cheeseburger and potentially other young up-and-coming stars. And then in the main event, tag team titles were on the line. The Briscoes defending against the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks pick up the win, unfortunately by disqualification. They were getting ready to hit the Meltzer driver on Jay Briscoe. Nick ends up getting hit with a chair by Mark. And then Mark and Jay proceed to beat down almost the entirety of Bullet Club America, because Mark ends up running up to the stage while Jay keeps beating down on Matt and Nick. He has a chair. Hangman comes out. Marty Scurll comes out. Scurll gets knocked out immediately on the stage. Hangman immediately after. Flip Gordon apparently tried to come out. I must have missed that part, because then Cody comes down. He ends up getting taken out by both Briscoes. The Briscoes took out 6 guys. Yeah, 6 guys, potentially, all by themselves. They are unreal. What's the word? They're fucking ridiculous. They just beat the shit out of everyone. The Briscoes are damn near unstoppable when you have them in full heel mode. So that's scary. for anyone who wants to try and challenge for the tag team titles. So good luck to anyone and everyone, but I have a feeling the Young Bucks are probably going to get another shot here very soon, and maybe then they will become the 4-time ROH Tag Team Champions. We've got some news. First off, a wrestler who me and Kevin are both very big fans of, especially his stint in Wrestling Society X. The Human Tornado has announced he is going to... he's retiring. He's retiring from in-ring. He was at a match. He had a match at UEW in Sun Valley, California. Yeah, debuted back in 2002, and apparently he is hanging up the boots. He's fun to watch, very charismatic, great athleticism. So he's been wrestling for 16 years. So he's got a good solid amount of time under his belt. Maybe he'll come back, but apparently back issues after 16 years, just too much for him. So you know what? Thanks for everything you did, Human Tornado. Hopefully back issues subside. Maybe we can see you in the ring again somewhere down the line. But good luck in whatever it is you plan to do next. But then the big news that is circulating through the wrestling world as of today, it is currently Sunday night. So this morning was the All-In press conference from various members of the Bullet Club, talking about All-In on September 1st. Tickets are sold out. They sold out in 30 minutes, and that's taking into consideration the fact that there was some traffic issues, people having issues getting tickets. But yeah, early reports saying they sold out in less than 30 minutes. Not all of them have been claimed. There are some on places like StubHub that are going for significantly more than what they were if you just bought them from the arena. But 10,000 tickets sold for this passion show that has been put on by the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes. I was just listening to the Young Bucks on Chris Jericho's podcast. I'm talking about this being a labor of love, and it's coming to fruition. And it's coming up fast. So I'm hoping for the best. But on top of the announced people, you got various members of the Bullet Club. You have Tessa Blanchard. You have there's all kinds of people going to be showing up at the show, including Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is officially all in. He's going to be in action. I can only imagine what he's going to be involved in, who he's going to be going against. It's going to be fantastic. Not only that, another big coup is that Cody Rhodes will be challenging whomever the champion is for the NWA Championship. Currently, it is Nick Aldis, but there's a lot of time between now and September 1st, so Nick Aldis could lose it. He's regularly defending the championship, but regardless, that's a big coup for this show to have something that Cody's father, Dusty Rhodes, like a belt that he held, that's going to be on the line at this show. It's the largest sellout for an indie show, which is fantastic. On Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Marty Scurll, Adam Page, Kenny Omega, Stephen Amell, Tessa Blanchard, Deonna Purrazzo, Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., Chelsea Green, there's Okada, Jay Lethal. There's so many people that are going to be at this show. It is ridiculous. So, to throw on top of that you have Rey Mysterio, you have the NWA Championship on the line, and the other rumor that's going around, because on the 31st, the day before, at the Pro Wrestling Tees store, there will be a signing from CM Punk. So, what better way to stick it to WWE than show up at the All-In Bullet Club show? Is Punk gonna do it? I don't know. Man, I will probably lose my shit, because that's 2 days before my birthday. So if CM Punk all of a sudden decides to do something with the Bullet Club, yeah, I'm gonna lose it. But it'll be super fun to see if it happens. But we will probably know more later on as we head towards All In. Also, for more information, you can watch Being the Elite. You can go to any of the members of the Bullet Club's Twitters. all types of information out there. But yeah, lots of stuff circulating, lots of buzzworthy stuff happening with this show. One last news story that's going to take us into our next segment. You know what that is. We have the 25th Best of the Super Juniors starting this week. I'm going to tell you about, now, I don't usually go over every single match that happens in the Best of the Super Juniors, so what I'll be doing is giving you updated points every single week. I'll be giving you a few of the starter matches this week, but other than that, I'll just be giving point updates as we go through. But yeah, starting on the 18th, we will have Best of the Super Juniors. Here is Block A with ACH, Bushi, Flip Gordon, Taiji Ishimori, Tiger Mask 4, Will Ospreay, Yo of the Roppongi 3K, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Then in Block B, another amazing group of people. We have Chris Sabin, Dragon Lee, El Desperado, Hiromu Takahashi, Kushida, Marty Scurll, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Sho. There is some amazing talent this year. I mean, it's always a feat to see what the Super Juniors are able to. They brought us Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. There's been some fantastic showings, and that is another group of fantastic guys, and they're going to be trying to put their mark on this year's Best of the Super Juniors. So let's see what happens. Let's get into some upcoming shows. Starting with New Japan Best of the Super Juniors this Friday, May 18th. We got first couple matches. I'll let you know what you're going to get first night of action. You're going to get ACH versus Flip Gordon, Tiger Mask versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Yo versus Bushi, and Will Ospreay versus Taiji Ishimori. So already some fantastic stuff happening with Best of the Super Juniors just in night one. And, this goes for about a month, maybe month and a half. And, yeah, it's going to be some good stuff. Also, on the 18th, we have House of Hardcore 42 from Hanover, Massachusetts. No matches announced so far. But, you've got, let's see, we got Tommy Dreamer, we got Joey Mercury, Willie Mack, Sammy Callahan, Eddie Edwards, Bull James, Alex Reynolds, MJF, The Spirit Squad, Brian Cage, and more, all planning on being there. So look forward to that. And then we've got a doubleheader from Evolve this weekend. Interesting thing, if you go, I'm going to put a link to it down in the description. WWE really promoting Evolve 104 and 105 that'll be this week. Robbie Brookside is supposed to be there on Sunday for the 20th at Evolve 105. With the few people we had show up at Access for WrestleMania weekend, the Evolve and WWE relationship is still very much intact. But for Evolve 104, Saturday, May 19th, this will be in Summit, Illinois. Let's see, what kind of matches we got? We got a tag team match. We got Anything Goes. Chris Dickinson and Jaka defend the tag titles against The End. We've got a non-title match between Matt Riddle and Shane Strickland. That should be great. The WWE Championship is on the line. Austin Theory defends against DJZ. And a heavyweight challenge match. I'm not quite sure what that is, but James Drake versus Keith Lee. So, if it has heavyweight in it, and it's a challenge, you got Keith Lee. I think my money's going to go on Keith Lee. But then we also have Evolve 105. This is from Livonia? Is that how you say that? Livonia, Michigan? If I'm saying it right or if I'm saying it wrong, post down in the comments. Please let me know. We're going to have Chris Dickinson and Jaka defend against James Drake and Anthony Henry. We'll also have a no-rope break match, the Final War. Matt Riddle defends the Evolve Championship against Keith Lee. It was like the end of their little situation, because there's still the rumors that Keith Lee's heading to WWE. So, but then we also have like Odin, Son of the End versus Tracy Williams, and our buddy Darby Allin versus Shane Strickland. So that should be great as well. And apparently you will see Robbie Brookside at that show. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. I was a little bit all over the place. There's a lot to talk about. I'm only one guy. I'm doing my best. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. And as usual, be sure to comment, Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff down below. If you want, come on, Hangman, you were my only backup. If you want full information of all of these shows that we talk about, you can go to the links down below. They will send you to all of our regularly talked about shows, such as ROHWrestling.com, NJPW1972.com. You can also go to WWNlive.com and many more. And we want to add more based on your suggestion using the social media links down in the description. You can send us your favorite and or local promotions, whether it's their Facebooks, their YouTube pages, if they have websites, anywhere we can get a little bit of what they got going on. Plus, we need the upcoming shows and within 24 hours, the results of said shows. If we like what they got going on, we will not only continue to talk about them on a regular basis, but we give you a shout out for bringing them to our attention. We also want you to check out the podcast. That is the link that says SoundCloud. And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans. Yes, it is reasonable with a W, like wrestling. We have a video called The List with Kevin Hawk, where he's got his first episode up. He's talking about his top 10 favorite WrestleMania matches. We have Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe, where he asks us random questions. We give him interesting answers, and then he decides which answer is better. We also have our unboxing videos, our punishment videos, and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you, or I'll see you, at whatever video you decide to watch next, because I'm all by myself. Come hang out with me this week, so we can all rejoice in saying, fuck Modus.